All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo V&R, and you see what time it is, man. We're about to talk about the latest that went on with the Maroons. I did a video, but we gotta do an update. So, some days ago, I came across a video on Instagram from Cheif Currie, and Cheif Currie was saying the police was coming into the Maroon territory aggressively. They were showing aggression. They were not dialoguing or none of that. This was what was said. There was soldiers there, police there. Just to update it, the next day after that situation, allegedly there was 270 police or correctional officers mixed with soldiers that was sent to the said location. Allegedly, there was a curfew. Allegedly, Cheif Currie was a person of interest until the newspaper came out and pretty much said that was inaccurate and that is not true. So there was a lot of confusion, to say the least, around this time with that situation. This is my thing. I played audio of the Prime Minister saying that Jamaica is the only sovereign state. And in my video, which I'll be dropping the link to in the description of this reaction for you to go watch, because I'm not going to be repeating everything, I said, and I even read the treaty. I went through it all. I said that was misinformation. That was inaccurate. Right? I also alluded to questions around if the king even knew about these current moves that Mr. Holness was doing. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Timo, Miss Genesis. Yeah, this is a live exclusive reaction, so I'm recording right now, right? Shout out to everybody. And if you want to be a blessing, y'all know what to do. All right? So I pointed that out, that yes, the Maroons are a sovereign state. And some of the actions by the police, as a matter of fact, Mr. Minto is his name. Allegedly, he said he don't care about no treaty. Man, listen. What? So all that went down. Observing Mr. Cheif Currie's social media, which I also would be putting in the description, he has put out a lot of videos showing all of the areas that the Maroons are owners of, that is actually sovereign land in Jamaica outside of the country of Jamaica. I already explained this, but let me say it again. Much like how the United States has plots of land that is pretty much the United States in other countries, same thing. Same thing. And if anybody should go over there that's not welcomed, it will cause a very, very serious situation, even war, to start. Because it is U.S. soil. You understand? That is the same level of respect the Maroon lands need to be looked at with when dealing with anything in that area from government. All right? Very, very important. Now, It is funny to me that the Prime Minister said that he did not, he's moving in a way, he didn't say. He's moving in a way, in my opinion, based off the clip that I played in that previous video of him saying Jamaica is the only sovereign state. I played the clip. I'm not playing it again. Y'all go watch the video. The link is in the description. Right here. Listen to this.
And it is were defeated in to see the country walk around it, creating what is historically called a ring road around the cockpit country. And in fact, the Maroons were able, one of the only peoples who have defeated the British within this area and had a peace treaty. They were literally an independent state within.
Listen, Mr. Holness, this was in a Kongpong, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe I should show you the clip. I guess I need to do that. I'm gonna just do it on my computer. I'm gonna show you the clip. I'm just gonna be using Mr. Currie's Instagram page for this one. All right, let me show you the clip. Let me take this off the screen because this don't make no sense, boy. This really don't make no sense, man. I'm trying to tell you. All right, this is Mr. Currie's page. All right, everybody go and sub up. All right, well, not sub up, but follow him if you're interested in knowing what's going on with the Maroons. Let me play the first clip.
Country was where the Maroons live, and it is where the British could not go. It is where the British were defeated in battle and had to see the cockpit country and walk around it, creating what is historically called a ring road around the cockpit country. And in fact, the Maroons were able, one of the probably only peoples who have defeated the British within this area and had a peace treaty. They were literally an independent state within Jamaica during the time of slavery. The cockpit country was where...
Now, the only thing that he said wrong right there is that they were literally an independent state in the time of slavery. It's not just in the time of slavery. It still stands. The treaty still stands. It's not were, they are a sovereign state within Jamaica. Like I explained, with having, US having land that is sovereign in every country, that is literally owned by the US and is considered US soil. Well, the cockpit country, as you can see on the screen, I hope you're seeing it in its entirety, right? That area right there, that's their land. They're showing you through the demarcation what they own. 1,500 acres of land. They own through the treaty. So if Mr. Holness knows this, why is there issues in Quickstep? The lumber that is there is not of their own. That's their property. How can the Maroons steal from their own property? This was one of the things that was being said. I'm like, I'm confused. What? They stealing from their own property? Make that make sense.
To ask the state party about the status of the Maroon Treaty of 1738, as well as on the measures adopted by the state party to engage in constructive dialogue with different stakeholders about this treaty, including with Maroon community, which allege that the state party has unlawfully annexed ancestral lands of the Maroons, whose ownership is embedded in this treaty, without due process in violation of this treaty. According to the information received by the committee in December 2021, the government of Jamaica issued a directive to all ministries, departments, and agencies prohibiting the allocation of funds to the area of Akompong. The committee has also been informed that the Parliament and the government of Jamaica recognizes the elected authority of the Akompong Maroons every 5 years. Could you please provide information on this matter, and what is the relationship with the elected authority of the Akompong Maroons? The committee would like to ask the state party about the status of the Maroon Treaty of 1738 as well.
So that is, you see Miss Mango right here, shout out to her, is praying that the international community steps forward and assists. Yeah, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. There should be no issue in Quick Step or any other area of the Maroon areas that they own through that treaty. What is going on? And I want you guys to save this. I want you guys to share this video. Get this out. This is ridiculous, man. Look at this now, right?
2 years of recognition of the Maroons as a sovereign community.
This is the British High Commission, Asif Ahmed. All right. And this was, I don't remember exactly when this was, but this was some time ago, some years ago. And look at it, says, notice to principal, notice to agent, notice to agent is notice to principal. Let's see if any ethical mainstream journalists still exist and are brave enough to ask the government of Jamaica hard questions so society can finally be relieved of the laughable disinformation campaign against the Akompong Maroons. Well, I'm one of those journalists, and I got integrity and I got ethics, so I'm covering this. And I need all of my people, when I post this recording, I want you to share. You hear me? This is ridiculous. Listen to the British High Commission.
In my first 2 visits to Akompong, I spoke about the human desire that is universal to live in freedom and the importance of honoring peace agreements. This is as true today as it was at the time of Captain Kojo.
What did he say? The importance of honoring peace agreements. It is as important today as it was of the time of Kojo. Ladies and gentlemen, what else do I need to tell you? What else do I need to tell you? The Jamaican government, along with the JCF, right? The JDF has embarrassed whoever put the order out. They have embarrassed our country internationally. Not just embarrassed, this could have started a civil war. The Maroons are well within their rights to defend the property that is which their own, that is still honored. This is the British High Commissioner. The British, the same people that the treaty was signed with. This was only a few years ago. And we got a system led by Andrew Holness. Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't step in and say, no, what are you guys doing? You can't do this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put some fire on the PMP. If I have to apologize, I will apologize. I have not heard any statements from the PMP regarding this issue. Neither from the leader of the PMP or members that are in the PMP, that are in government. I have not heard nothing. Again, if something came up that I have not heard, I will apologize publicly. But as it stands right now, to my knowledge, I ain't heard nothing. So everybody getting the smoke for this, because the Maroons are very important to our history. If they didn't fight, if they didn't lose their lives, we would not be walking around free today, enjoying certain levels of freedom. We would not. They are people that should be respected at least. There should be no disrespect to the Maroons. None. Let's continue.
We celebrate 282 years of recognition of the Maroons as a sovereign community.
This was a celebration of 202 years of the Maroon, 282 years of the Maroons being a sovereign state. This was a few years ago. I don't remember when Mr. Andrew Holness made this speech about him not recognizing them as a sovereign state, but I need to find that out and maybe do a small video on it, because he was at this event. Mr. Andrew Holness was at this event, ladies and gentlemen. So why under his government is the police in Quick Step doing what they doing the other day? And then the next day, soldiers and allegedly 270 people. Man, what? Those people are peaceful. They don't bother nobody. People that live in these areas, the Maroons, they live until whenever, and they pass away. There's no crime in there. They're not doing nothing to each other. They are a peaceful people. Why? You see, there's a saying in Jamaica, and I keep going to sayings. There's a saying in Jamaica: don't stir up the ant's nest. You might get bit. These people have a history of doing what? Fighting against oppression or those that oppress them. Why would you show that level of force towards the Maroons? Over lumber? Got you. Over lumber? Right? Come on, man. Listen to Asif Ahmed, the British High Commissioner.
In my first two visits to Akampong, I spoke about the human desire that is universal to live in freedom and the importance of honoring peace agreements. This is as true today as it was at the time of Captain Kojo. We celebrate 200.
So I don't need to play no more of that, right? It is quite clear. Let's go to this.
We still have the issue of whether or not the government of Jamaica has the right to go onto these people's lands.
Thank you.
That's the issue. The issue is not about slavery. Slavery over, the Emancipation Act passed and everything like that. But we still have the people living on the land, and now we have a government that is saying, we have a government that says they don't recognize any sovereignty. It's just one sovereignty, and it's Jamaican sovereignty. They don't recognize the sovereignty of these people. Let me share a quick story with you.
Yes.
Years ago, I went to a compound and I met the chief, because I said, I go there because, I always hear my grandmother's a Maroon. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard. So I said, let me just go up there and check it out and see what it's like. So I went up there, spoke to the chief, and I asked him a question. I said to him, Chief, do you consider yourself a Jamaican first or a Maroon first? And he said, I am a Maroon first, and then I'm Jamaican. He said, don't forget that we got our freedom way before you got yours, because the rest of Jamaica is talking. They got theirs in 1962. We got ours from 1738. So, and he made it abundantly clear to me. So if they've been there since 17, if they've had freedom since 1738. Where does the prime minister get off saying that he doesn't recognize their sovereignty? Or there's only one, or he says there's only one sovereignty, and that's the sovereignty of Jamaica, you know, nobody else. I don't understand that.
Okay.
We still
I was on mute, bro. Come on, man. Come on. What are we actually doing right now, yo? What are we actually doing right now? What are we actually doing? This is facts. All right? Listen to this.
Gave approval to the hosting of the Maroon celebrations.
On a year where the question with the G, I asked the big nose, the big nose, on a year where
A very dangerous premise.
the thief in boy have to say, wanna listen.
Your question is based on a very dangerous premise. And I said earlier that there are some threats that the average citizen looking on might think it is innocuous, it is popular, and take a liking to it. Because the discussions that are held in places that should know better does not highlight the threat. Jamaica is a unitary, sovereign state. There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. I want that to be absolutely clear. None. And under my leadership, not 1 inch of Jamaica will come under any other sovereign authority. What you are asking would be for the government of Jamaica to take taxpayers' money and grant funds to fund another government. This is not a government saying they're a local government, a parish council government, which is under our constitution. Are you crazy? Really? Do you know what you're asking? This is the stuff of how guerrilla wars come and states break down. Wake up, Jamaica. Don't court foolishness and problems.
Wake up, Jamaica. Wake up. Listen to the man years ago. Listen, wake up.
Wake up. People have died as a result. And you expect me to
He mentioned guerrilla warfare, threats, people have died. Yo, listen.
stand here as Prime Minister and fund activities that could lead to the breakdown of our state? Never. Thank you.
And
Yo, man. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it, all right? God bless you. God bless you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Yeah. What? Man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Yeah. This is the situation with the Maroons that's been going on. I hope it doesn't continue. I hope that good sense really, I hope people share this video. I hope good sense prevails, because he can't say that. And then he was, I don't know if it was after or before, he was in a Kong Pong when the High Commissioner said what he said. I played it. Let me play it again, man. Yo, I gotta play it again. After he said that, or before he said that, listen what the High Commissioner said from England. Listen to this shit, man.
We celebrate 282 years of recognition of the Maroons as a sovereign community. In my first 2 visits to Akampong, I spoke about the human desire that is universal to live in freedom and the importance of honoring peace agreements. This is as true today as it was at the time of Captain Kojo. We celebrate 280.
This was a celebration of their independence. The man said it's as true today as it was 283 years ago. Mr. Holness was there. How can you make a statement that they are not sovereign? And you talking about us putting out misinformation? What? Man, yo, listen, man. Y'all better wake the hell up. That's the only thing I'll agree with. The Prime Minister, I agree with you on that. The Jamaican people need to wake the hell up. They need to wake the hell up and know what's true and what not's true. Like I said, yo, y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Join the family. Follow me on Instagram. Check out all my links in my page. And if you want to donate, the links are there. If you're going to send me anything on Zelle, you got to send me the screenshot. Whether you send me on my WhatsApp number that's on the screen, you can send me on Instagram, or you can email me. My email is also in the links. That's my time, man. Salute to y'all. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.